Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and we are trying to grind up a little bit because this palace, temple, dungeon, whatever you want to call it, kind of kicking our ass. So we're just gonna grind a little bit, and while we grind, we're just gonna chat, which is when it would be nice to have a chat to be streaming this. But speaking of streaming, I'm going to be doing some streaming pretty soon. Actually, it will be, you know what? It'll be the day that this episode comes out. Yeah, so twitch.tv/extraholiday will be streaming D&D, and should be 10 p.m., assuming nothing changes, as it often does. But yeah, it'll be the 5th session of the Box of Beginnings campaign in the world of Auralia. Currently, our players, or our party, I should say. Party and players, really. Ow. But currently, our players, or party, our group is in the, ow. Let me get these stupid, okay, alright, guys. Alright. They're leaving a town where they just beat a giant monster, and then they went and got some gold for helping collect lumber, and then where they were attacked by owlbears. And there's some stuff going on with this assassins guild that one of the party members was a part of at one point. And they're kind of sort of chasing after this. Not really chasing after her, but they're on their way to the capital to figure out what the deal is with the box that they found in the first session that a lady popped out of. And she's also out there somewhere in the world doing things. There is a... oh, okay. Every time I hit one of the big ones, it's like... okay. There is something that I don't think the players have put together yet. And maybe it's because I haven't made it clear enough yet. But I'll definitely make it clearer later. I guess I shouldn't say too much, since, again, they could be watching. But they don't actually watch my content. So, yeah, in case they are watching, I won't say too much, but yes, there is something that they haven't quite put together yet that I think maybe will be interesting for them to learn. But we'll see how things turn out. I mean, they could just die in this next session. That's possible. Ow. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna do something real quick. Hopefully this works out. We're gonna go here. We are going to pull up our spell list. Pull up life. Use that. Okay, it's almost a full heal. Then we'll take this magic. Yeah, I don't know. As per usual, I'm pretty excited about D&D this weekend. So, it should be, I still have quite a bit to do. I don't feel like I've quite got, everything made yet, but it should be good. It should be... we should have some fun, because we always do. I'm glad. I'm glad that so far I seem to be doing a good enough job that everyone's enjoying themselves. I'm just kind of, at this point, I'm just kind of like waiting to mess up. Because it's got to happen eventually, right? Like, I'm gonna do something that's gonna kill everyone's buzz. But I don't know. We're doing good so far. This grinding is actually going pretty quick. Yeah, I got a lot of plans for this world that I'm making, and there will be. I've got so many plans that it's definitely not all going to happen in one campaign. Especially since, you know, I've got players already talking about making new characters and stuff, and the only way you make a new character, well, not the only way, but typically the only way that you make a new character in the same campaign is if the first one dies. I don't plan on killing any characters intentionally. It might happen. I don't know if I've told the story before, but I did TPK the original group that I DM'd back in the day. I saved them through some Deus Ex Machina BS, but also that was the day that I learned that people would rather, when it comes to D&D, people would rather die than lose their magical items. Because, yeah, that was... I figured that would kind of be the cost for me saving them. Okay, so basically, if I haven't told the story yet already, I'll tell it again now. Or I'll tell it now, but if I have, I'll be telling it again. Basically, I rolled up a random encounter that was a bunch of gnolls. And actually, this might be relevant to the session coming up. Rolled up a random encounter that was a bunch of gnolls, and it was a rather close fight, but the player characters ended up losing. There was some shenanigans with I would call it fog cloud, but that's the 5th edition term. In Pathfinder, it was obscuring mist. Some shenanigans with obscuring mist, and, you know, people dipping in and out of the mist, and, like, only one person could actually see through it. But yeah, stuff happened with that, and yeah, the player characters ended up dying. So what happened in the game is that they ended up being rescued by a dragon that they had spotted flying about earlier. But as a price, you know, as the price for saving them, the dragon ended up taking their... Oh, hey, we hit the level. All right. Yes, attack up, please. Ended up taking a magical sword that one of the characters had found. Okay, I was really hoping the magic would be here again, but I guess we're just going in with low life. Don't do it. Don't jump at me. All right, cool. I almost want to... Yeah, let's encounter something here so we can just ignore it. Or make everything disappear. All right, stop. But yeah, and the player whose character owned that item was very much not happy about it. In fact, I'm about 90% certain that he would have been less upset if I just had everyone roll up new characters. So, yeah, note to self, be careful when taking away players' magical items. Ow. Don't know why I said ow, I didn't actually get hit. Okay. Oh, damn it. Alright, fine. We're good. Alright, we're going in. We've got more attack power now, which means that the Iron Knuckles should be easier to fight, I would think. Yeah, okay. Just make sure I've got my shield spell highlighted, because these guys can be a pain. Alright, just block, duck. Okay, yeah, block. Ow. Cool, got him. Okay, those die in 2 hits now, which is good. I enjoy that. Okay. I think... Yeah, this is the room with the heads. We're definitely going to shield here. Ah. Ah. You know, since Link is using Sword and Shield, actually, you know what? This is a fun conversation to have in regards to that kind of ties together this game and D&D. What class is Link? Because he has spells. I mean, we can talk about the different Links in different games too, but like specifically in this game, let's discuss. Like what class, D&D class is Link in this game? Dead. That's the class. But now we're alive again. Anyway. Right. So he has spells. So he is at least part spellcaster. And my first thought is, well, maybe he's an Eldritch Knight. He uses Sword and Shield, and he also his primary weapons are Sword and Shield, but he also has spells, which is, that feels like an Eldritch Knight thing to me. But then you think about it and you look at these spells, and like Shield, okay, that's kind of like we discussed, that's more like Blade Ward than actual D&D Shield. Jump is an actual spell in 5th edition, and probably other editions as well. And then there's also Life, Life is kind of the awkward one here because it's a healing spell, but it's only a self-heal, which would fit the Eldritch Knight because, fighters in 5th edition, they get second wind. Ow. So they can heal themselves, but that's not really magical. So the next thought is, well, maybe he's a paladin. And he, I could see that maybe. Like there's in a lot of Zelda games, there's a lot of connection between Link and, the goddesses or the goddess Hylia, depending on which game you're playing. So yeah, maybe he's a paladin, but again, issue happens with the spells because I don't think Blade Ward is in the paladin spell list, and I don't think nor is Jump, I don't think. So maybe like a cleric, but again, I don't think they have Jump or Blade Ward, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. As far as this game's Link goes, he's probably multi-classing would be my guess. Ow. Yeah. But, it's just, yeah, it's just an interesting thing about, Oh, right, you. Nope. Shield, please. Ow. Ow, come on. Ow. Okay, yeah, those go down in like 4 or 5 hits now. That's a lot better. Okay, yeah, you're the one we need to kill. Ow. On this try, because, we just died. So I guess, what would be the multi-class here? Because you've got a healing spell. Although it's weird, because I don't think, well, actually, maybe he could use Life on someone else, but like he's traveling alone, so. Okay, there we go. Speaking of Life, let's go ahead and use it so that we can pick this up and not miss anything. Did I already get here? Is this where the glove was? This is where the glove was, isn't it? Okay. Well, this is awkward. Alright. Let's go back to talking about Link's class. Okay. He's got access to martial weapons, which means fighter, paladin, cleric, or ranger. Could be a ranger. Actually, rangers have jump, I think. And I don't know if they have Blade Ward, though. They might have Blade Ward. I don't think they do. I'm talking specifically about the 5th edition versions of these characters, because those are the one of these classes, because those are the ones I know best. But I think Ranger so far is the closest. Ow. Also, in other games, he does use a bow. And, you know, everyone thinks, oh, Ranger, you gotta use, your range is in the name, you gotta use a bow. That's not the case, actually. Rangers can be melee. And they can be primarily melee as well. Ow. Yeah, this is the way we want to go. I used up a lot of lives not going this way. Cool, I didn't take damage there. Cool. Got him. Okay, cool. If you just time it right, you can just walk through, basically. Ow. That was not timed right. Yeah, so far Ranger seems the closest pick. But, like, I don't know. Does he have any abilities that don't fit there? Aside from maybe the blade ward thing. Actually, you know what? You could probably get blade ward from... I mean, you could definitely get blade ward from Magic Initiate. It's a feat. Which, you know, feats are optional rules, but... I have yet to find anyone who... or yet to hear of anyone who doesn't allow feats in their campaign, so... or at least feats in general, anyway. I have heard of one or two feats that get banned because they're kind of silly. Namely the one I heard. Okay, I don't need to be here, but I'm gonna kill this guy because I can. The feat that I've heard get banned at one point was Lucky. And I could kind of see why, because it's one of those things that is easy to forget you have, but if you remember that you have it, it's kind of stupid strong. For those of you that don't know, what the Lucky feat does is it basically 3 times per day you can re-roll any roll of the d20. And yeah, that's pretty good. It's just like, oh, I rolled bad, here, let me get a reroll on that. And you can do that 3 times per day. I wondered this while I was editing. Yes, I can break these. I'm not going to break them all, but I kind of want to see what I can do here. Let's see if there's maybe something hidden underneath. I'm just testing this. I doubt that there is, because this seems like a significantly more advanced Zelda thing than this game would have. This seems more like a, I don't know, like a Link to the Past at least, sort of thing. But maybe there's something hidden in these blocks. I guess Castlevania did something like this, where they would hide healing items in the walls. And a hut, 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 and a hut. And by the way, exactly how high can I jump? Okay, I can jump 2 blocks high. Good. Good to know. Alright. Then we can take these down a little further. We can go like this. Okay, nothing there. Like that. And we have to leave that there, but we can do that. And we can take care of these. Okay, there does not seem to be anything here unless it's in the very corner. Also, these come back. They do come back. Okay. Good to know. Alright. Well, we're in this area again, where we found the experience before. And we'll probably go ahead and explore further into the temple next time. But, as for this episode, that's a wrap. Better. Not great, but better.